The great fundamental issue now before our people can be stated briefly. It is, are the American people fit to govern themselves, to rule themselves, to control them?
Every thoughtful citizen who despairs of war and wishes to bring peace should begin by looking inward.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
We, the people. We, the people, tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
We should bring our troops home, change our foreign policy, quit these ridiculous wars. We would be safer and richer for it. You have a government that provides national defense, but you don't have militarism and you police the world.
What is up? We're back.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey, guys.
We're back. This is the Saturday World News. We're back.
Yeah.
Again.
We are back. Again,
like to-
and will be again.
Yeah, definitely like keeping these going. They're fun. They're fun to do. I'm a little bit too serious. I need to stop being so serious. I mean, I cuss a lot. Maybe the cussing's funny, but I can say
And I'm a
funny
little
stuff.
too retarded, and I need to be a little serious. Probably.
Nah, these ones,
We'll
but these ones are good. It's kind of a break from all the serious stuff, even though we do talk about.
Yeah, I
serious
agree.
things.
I agree. Yeah, but yeah, we'll be joking around more with some of these topics on the Saturdays.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to get into. Like Caleb was saying, we got some serious stuff, but mostly we're just gonna have fun, dude. Join us.
Yeah.
Join us while we have fun.
Some of these we haven't even seen. We're just gonna kind of react to it, so that should be interesting. Just Bill Maher. I know that's in there. That's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
something
Bill
to look
Maher,
forward
dude.
to.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, love him or hate him. Let's listen to what he has to say later. We'll see.
Yep. So yeah, if you don't know, this is World News. We do these every Saturday, and then Sunday we do the regular Glutton for Liberty podcast. So
Yep.
make sure you tune into that, because that's also a good one. We're
Absolutely.
going to talk about, it's going to be Doge Part 2, but we're also going to get into
Part
some
2.
tariff stuff.
Yeah, we feel like the tariffs and Doge kind of go hand in hand in a way. So we feel like it'll just be one good big episode to talk about, all of it. Again, there's more. There's more to talk about with it.
Yep. There's always something
Would've
out.
thunk?
That's why politics are so fun to talk about, because you just never run out of stuff.
It never ends, and we will never stop letting you know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is, and unless we get unlucky in these countries, like the trade war develops into a fucking world war, and then we all get nuked, then there's no more news. So
Yeah, that's true.
then
That's
we're all
very true.
fucking dead.
Yeah, we might get nuked in the comics for our opinions, but we're still right,
Yeah,
regardless of what you think.
yeah. If you want to hear the correct opinions, you come here. You don't want to go anywhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah, if the whole world thought like we did, the world would be like perfect, dude. We'd be like living
Peace.
like 5,000 years in the future, but of course,
Exactly. But no, you want your opinions to be right. You're wrong.
yeah. Remember
Maybe
that
some of
you're
you.
wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. That's our new slogan. You're wrong. Wrong.
Yeah, wrong.
That's Trump's slogan. Wrong.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, like that when he was doing the campaign the first time when he ran for president. He's like,
Yeah.
wrong, like right into the mic.
Wrong. Yeah, I still say that. We'll just add you're wrong.
Yeah. Ted Cruz's wife's a dog.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we got a fun one too
Coolio.
for Sunday. So be on the lookout for these. These are good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And more throughout the week, of course.
Yeah, watch our videos
Of
too
course.
during the week. We're
Yeah,
not getting
just-
a lot of views on those, so except that one you did on
Yes.
Canada kind of blew up.
Yeah. It's the only one that blew up. But we're getting more traffic. You guys are rolling in. Come on. We're interesting.
Yeah, this is a community that we're trying to build here, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just regular people like you. Talk with us. Tell us why we're dumb. Tell us why we're smart. Just talk to us, man.
We're lonely. We're tired of talking to each other.
All right. No, dude. All right. Well, so last Saturday we opened up with a was it a Miko song,
Quackamico.
and we're gonna open up with another Crack-A-Miko. This one is "Fuck Everybody But the U.S."
Yep.
And I haven't heard this personally, and I'm excited to check it out because this dude is awesome
It's good shit.
to listen to. It's got some good shit, man.
Good cheat, man.
So you good on that side?
Yep.
Right on. Let me make sure
The volume's
DOS
up.
volume's good. Yeah. And not too loud. I don't want to blow my eardrum. Or yours.
Yeah.
Looking
Well, I
out
can
for
adjust my volume here. I got a volume knob on my keyboard.
No, fair enough. All right. Miko. I keep trying to say Amicio.
Amicio.
Not how it's spelled. Amico. Fuck everybody but the U.S.
You know what the fuck going on? G-Glock back in this bitch, man. On God,
Guns.
Queen Lizard Pad, nah, man. Fuck
Love guns.
all y'all goof ass. Hope y'all rock the smoke with your pussy ass, boy. Free my man.
This guy's funny.
Hey, fuck everybody but us. Y'all just some pussies. I got that strap, I'm a killer, don't push me. Glocking 10 back, turn the queen to a pack. Now I'm fucking King Chuck in his pussy. Till infinity. Them other countries talking shit, it ain't offended me. America, superpower, y'all pretend to be. I've been defending liberty. My enemies descend on me, praying I'll fall eventually. Bitch ass Canada can suck.
He points a gun at your dog.
That's funny.
My dick, yeah, yeah. All the Muslims, you can eat my shit, yeah, yeah.
That's sweet.
No man but God do we trust. Fuck everybody but us. That's how it's gotta be, land of the free. Y'all just some wannabes. I'm sending shots with the Glock, got a lot of these. This not a war, I'm committing atrocities. Hotter my wig and the grizz is mahogany. Probably why all of your maidens on top of me, sloppily topping my cock. So ironically, we both got wood in our mouths and illogically pause. Gotta have it. See the pussy, I'ma grab it. Pursuit of happiness is just a habit. I'm giving my stance. The only thing from France is baguettes and faggots. Don't even get me started.
Baguettes and faggots?
To take it personally and beat him to the burgundy and send him to obscurity. And now this boy Hitler acting like he never heard of me. Wow.
9.
The fucking snob couldn't beat us with a fucking mob. Japanese tried to get involved, so we bombed on him like Brendan Shaw. He's a nice guy. I gotta say that or I might die. But all bullshit aside, we both men with the pride of America, bitch. We gon' fuck everybody but us. Y'all just some pussies. I got that strap, I'm a killer, don't push me. Glocking 10 back, turn the queen to a pack. Now I'm fucking King Chuck in his pussy. 1776 until infinity. Them other countries talking shit, it ain't offended me. America, the superpower y'all pretend to be. I've been defending liberty. My enemies descend on me, praying I'll fall eventually. Indonesia, you can suck my dick, yeah, yeah. Rural China, you can suck my dick.
Rural China.
Some pale skin spigs, yeah, yeah.
Pale skin spigs.
We trust. Fuck everybody but us. Middle East, so-called religion of peace. Say you pray all the time, but we know what you do on them dick sucking knees. Get your boy fucking
Allah.
the gang, I should smack you. We hate y'all so much we blew up our own building so we could attack you. We won't just pack you up, drop body bags in the back of a neck with a happily left.
That shit goes hard as fuck too.
Yeah.
Me Chinese, me play joke.
Oh shit.
Antidote, take just one poke and Jamie Foxx will have a stroke. Oh no. Beat, beat, making the beat stop, making the heat drop, skippity beat pop, figgity feet five, full from go dumb boy, we them giants. I'll smoke up your country without even trying. Boy, you stand with Ukraine? What the fuck is you saying? They all dirty Russians, you can't ever trust them. Just nuke the whole continent. We fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Pussies, I got that strap, I'ma kill it, don't push me. Glocking 10 back, turn the queen to a pack. Now I'm fucking King Chuck in his pussy. 1776 until infinity. The mother countries talking shit, it ain't offended me. America, the superpower y'all pretend to be. I've been defending liberty. My enemies descend on me, praying I'll fall eventually. Yeah, this is USA. If you ain't rolling with it, get the fuck out the way. Get the
That's
fuck out
sick.
the way. Get the fuck out the way. Get the fuck out the way. AMERICA. If you ain't rolling with it, get the fuck out the way. My way, bitch. Get the fuck out the way. Get the fuck out the way. Get the fuck out the way, bitch.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
I think that was
Oh.
better than the last one that we listened to.
Yeah.
By him.
Yeah, he's George. Instead of George Washington, he's George Glockington.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so American, dude.
Yeah. Even though it's an Austrian handgun.
Right.
Yeah, that's so I actually tweeted him. You saw this, but for the people watching or listening, I tweeted Krakamiko and said that I reused his video or whatever, his song in the last podcast, and he liked the tweet, dude. Oh,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
cool. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we fuck with his music. Go check him out. This dude is awesome. He's very talented too. Like it's obviously very comedic rapping too. You know, and he's just shitting on other countries, and it's hilarious. I love it. It's funny, but he's also very like he's articulate and he's very talented. So yeah, check him out.
Yeah, that I like that shot that he took at Brandon Schaub or Brendan Schaub, because that dude, you know who that is?
No.
He's like one of Joe Rogan's friends, but he used to be a UFC fighter, and then he and then Joe Rogan
he's the guy
convinced him
to do that podcast, right? With
he's Fighter and the Kid.
Podcast. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
with Brian Callen. But yeah, he tried to do stand up because Joe Rogan convinced him to quit fighting and do stand up instead because he's so funny. So funny.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
yeah, he's not that funny, but that's why he's like. Yeah, because he beat his ass. They had him at Skankfest, and everyone was all super nice to him because everyone's been talking shit about him for a minute, dude. It's hilarious.
Yeah, because I never really liked him because I've only seen him in that podcast, and that his partner in that podcast I'm not a big fan of because he's like extremely full of himself.
Brian Callen?
What is his name? Yeah, Brian Callen. Yeah, because they were both on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah,
I'm just not a fan of him.
Brian Callen too is on fuck, what's that dude's name? God damn it, I can't remember his name now. He's another conservative dude, but he's actually Canadian. He used to do the things where he would talk on the campus, like Change My Mind. He's that guy.
Oh, okay.
He was on his podcast.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. Fuck, how can I not remember?
I remember
Steven Crowder.
On, Crowder. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Steven Crowder's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good show as well. Definitely check that one out as well.
Yes.
Fucking I remember they were on Joe Rogan. He was saying something about, he was like, "Oh, dude, I would beat his ass, blah blah." And Joe Rogan, he's like, "No, you wouldn't."
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
He'd murder you.
Kind of like shot him down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Hilarious. All right.
First thing.
Well, I guess we'll start with this this Ukraine thing that'll probably piss some people off.
Yeah, you guys ready to get pissed off?
Yeah, we'll start with getting a little pissed off, and we'll work into more stuff to piss us off. Anyways, so Ukraine is building a $1 billion ski resort during this war with Russia, and we find it strange. Down here, you can see strange. We find it strange. So let's see what they have to say, and then we'll talk about it.
Now, a National Security Council spokesperson confirmed that the messages sent through the app Signal appear to be authentic. He said that they're investigating how the number was accidentally added to the chain, but it's pretty huge news. Can I get your reaction to this?
Huge.
Well, good evening, and Gabrielle, pleasure to be back with you again. Thank you for having me. I think this is an absolutely ghastly gaffe. But we don't have any explanations from it yet. We don't know whether it's sabotage, but it's highly unusual for such a gaffe to take place from anybody who's loyal to the Trump administration. And so obviously this is somebody who doesn't want the Trump administration to succeed and actually probably doesn't want peace in the world. So we might speculate as to what sort of leanings that particular individual who, it's made this happen has. But right now we don't have any more facts, and I'd rather not speculate further that it was a ghastly gaffe.
It's very
ghastly
concerning.
gaffe.
Let's talk about Russia and Ukraine.
She talks weird.
Steve Witkoff has downplayed concerns that a deal with Russia could embolden Putin. Speaking with Fox News, he says he doesn't see that Putin is someone who is trying to take over Europe. This is what he had to say.
I just don't see that he wants to take all of Europe. This is a much different situation than it was in World War II. In World War II, there was no NATO. So you have countries that are armed there. to me, it just does, I take him at his word in this sense. So, and I think the Europeans are beginning to come to that belief too.
The US is still hoping that a ceasefire in Russia's war with Ukraine can be reached within weeks, and the White House is aiming for a truce agreement by April 20. Hillary, what's your assessment of where this is at the moment? How likely is it that we could see a truce agreement by April 20?
Well, I think the very good news, Gabriella, and the whole world, and I can't imagine why anyone would think it's not beneficial to be at least talking. The previous administration didn't even. So you do need to have talks. You do need to be negotiating.
Absolutely.
You do need to have. Of course, yes. And I would say that, basically NATO and the West has broken their word ever since 1991 and keeps encroaching and moving and constantly breaking their word. I'm not in any way validating or in any way sort of saying that anything Putin's done is particularly correct or humane, but we must look at both sides of the story. And I think one of the very wise things Steve Witkoff said, he said in his 68 years of negotiating all sorts of deals and things, he said there's always two sides to a story. And that's what I'd say. I would actually, though, quote one of the things that Putin said many years ago. He said that he thought perestroika, which was the dismantling of the Soviet Union, he thought perestroika was one of the worst things that ever happened to Mother Russia. So he very much does want Russia as a whole. What is interesting, and I think the biggest question, Gabriella, that not many people are talking about is, how come there's this $1.2 billion ski resort being built by the Ukrainians? So it's a little bit strange.
Yeah, what?
And last but not least, billions is going from European countries, as we know, to the war, and the UK just actually approved billions. Meanwhile, pensioners are starving, the economy is tanking. It's absolutely amazing to come up with these billions and sending potentially British boys to die.
Absolutely. Let's talk about investment.
All right, yeah.
I'm going to pause it there.
What? Yeah. So that should piss everybody off. I think we've spent more money on Ukraine. So, I mean, who knows what happened with that money. But I know that they have been reporting, the Ukrainians have been reporting that they lost some of the money or some shit. So it's like, what the fuck is happening? Where's the money going?
It makes you think where this money that was lost is it getting funneled into this big ass project for a ski resort that they're working on? Because that's crazy.
Yeah, and we're also
big project. It's a huge project.
Yeah, billions of dollars.
It's massive. Yeah, but that's insane.
But also, if you look at videos from over there, there's people that they're clubbing and shit. I mean, I know life goes on, but you'd think that if the war effort was so intense that they would need to really get a hold of everyone doing shit. God damn it, my cat's coming on my keyboard.
Oh, for sure. She's trying to end the podcast for attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay attention to me instead.
Get off, Ted. He's just sitting in front of my screen. Fucker. But yeah. And then I like what she pointed out there too. So the actual real saying is there's two sides to the story and then the truth. That's what she should have said, but I agree with her. We need to think about both sides here. And the NATO has been encroaching on their deal that they've made with Russia. So they need to think about what is the reaction here? That's why they're doing it. I mean, Putin did say something about Nazis in the Ukraine, which is not a lie. If you look at a lot of these things, did we talk about this in the first episode? Maybe.
I don't think so. No. Maybe maybe it grazed it a little bit, but I don't think so too much.
Yeah, there's this battalion called Azov. And if you look at their old logo used to be the black sun. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a Nazi symbol.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Historically, it's a Norse mythology thing. But they used to have that as their logo. And then they have the, what's it called? Steppenwolfen or some shit. It's like the SS symbol as their as their current symbol that they haven't changed. So they kept that one. Yeah, so there's definitely Nazis, and I've seen plenty of footage of dudes on Instagram that are Ukrainian. Now, some of it could be propaganda. But these dudes have swastikas and shit tattooed on them. He's not lying that there's definitely Nazis over there. And it's actually but it is known that they have the Azov Brigade, which is I don't know if it was like a separatist, because there was in 2014 there was they had already been fighting the Russians, and these towns that like fought them back, in Crimea, where they were fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I did hear that.
Russia annexed Crimea, and then they were fighting over there, and then some of the groups that were fighting against Russia, like, didn't let the Ukrainians take power back, even though they were Ukrainian themselves, and then they're like these neo-Nazi groups, basically, that like keep holding the territory.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, they're obviously they're getting utilized within this war.
yeah, they're using Nazis.
Yeah, which that's wild. I don't know too much about that, but that I don't doubt it. I believe it for sure.
Yeah, when they were fighting the first time in 2014, I was super interested in it, and nobody was talking about it. So I watched a bunch of shit on it and like researched it. Because war, I don't know why, dude. I just have this like weird obsession with war, even though I've never been in the military or anything. It's just interesting to me, dude. I don't like
it's
war.
A good thing it's good for people, to know also. So it's good. It's good to have people studying stuff like that, like yourself.
Yeah, that's part of the reason.
More informed than I am about that, absolutely. But.
Well, that's part of the reason why for my reasoning for starting to do this podcast, not only to get my opinions out, but like there's stuff that I think people just aren't looking at, and they need to fucking know about some of this shit.
Oh,
and then you can kind of understand the history
100%.
Then you can kind of understand why things are happening. It's not like, Russia is attacking Ukraine for no reason, but now we're trying to put out why the fucking reason
there could be more reasoning behind it. We're not going pro-Russia or anything.
Yeah.
But there could be more reasoning behind their beliefs of why, they're doing this.
Well,
of course there is.
I don't want to say I'm pro-Russia, but I personally don't really have a problem with them. I don't believe in all that Red Scare shit.
Yeah.
The boomer mentality of Russia is just the ultimate enemy. I really don't give a shit.
The Cold War era, the people that are still mad about that.
Yeah. And the pro-Ukrainian people were such cunts about supporting Ukraine that I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I hope Russia wins.
Same. Yeah, same. I got to the point. And Zelensky's just a puppet of a man. He just doesn't intimidate me at all. And how he just carries himself. He's just a silly little weak man is how I look at him. And I know a lot of Americans look at him.
Yeah, he gives a bad name to short kings.
Yeah, and then that video came out of him, whatever he was doing, his fucking weird dance. I was like, you're gay. That's my first thought. I was like, oh my god, this is your president. This is who we're funneling billions of dollars to. Is this guy?
Yeah,
that was my first thoughts when I saw that. Yeah. So
yeah,
I mean, it's also we're hurting because we funneled so much money into it, but why? This is their problem. Let them deal with this.
That's how I feel too. It's not our fucking problem that you can't defend your country. Same with Israel.
Yeah.
And even Ben Shapiro said Israel can defend it herself. So let's let them do that then. Stop using our money.
Ben Shapiro of all people said that. That's good.
Even though
good
he said that years ago.
Oh, fair. Yeah. He's disagreeing now. I'm sure.
Last year, I think.
Yeah. Well,
so yeah,
let's see what goes on with that.
Yeah, that shit pisses me off.
It's dumb. Have you watched this whole video yet?
No, I mean that was pretty much what I wanted to talk about was the.
Okay, there is another tab that we can check out, and even a photo of this resort that they're talking about because we want to know where they got and where they got the funding to do it mid-war.
Yeah,
it's strange.
Where's the fucking money coming from?
Yeah. So look at that. That's huge. That is a huge project. Billions of dollars. That's insane.
1.2 B. Now they said pounds, so I don't know if they're just doing that in their thing or if it's American money. That lady said it was European, but I mean, who knows? Everyone's just sending money and they don't know where the fuck it's going.
Yeah. It's for the war effort, but I don't know.
Yeah, who the fuck needs a ski resort?
While the country is fighting off Russian invasion at the East Ukraine, a 1.2 billion ski resort is being built in the west, close to the border with Poland. They're just like it's like a money laundering country is just what I think of Ukraine.
I think it is, dude. It's pretty corrupt. Like historically, it's
and
corrupt.
It's always has been. Yeah, historically, it's always been a. It's just like a money hub. Is all Ukraine is.
They also sided with the Nazis in World War II.
Right, that is true. Yeah,
Fuckers.
Wild.
Fucking
I don't think there's too
cocksuckers.
much more to read into this. This completion of the project is expected to take 15 years. It's even more money.
Yeah.
Good God. This war better not take that long because we're not going to pay for it anymore.
No, I hope not. I hope we just cut them off eventually here. If Russia doesn't make a deal, then we just cut them off.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to go into that direction. Like, this isn't our problem. Europe can figure out that side of the world.
Well, exactly. It's on their continent, so you fucking deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Fuckers.
So, fuck Ukraine. And
Yeah.
fuck Russia.
In
Just
their
fuck 'em.
ass.
Fuck them right in their butthole.
Right in their bussies.
All right. This one, I don't know anything about this one. It says AI generating dreams. AI generating dreams and turning Wi-Fi routers into cameras to see through walls. What the fuck? So that's movie shit, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is kind of scary.
All right. Yeah, this sounds scary. You see how scary it is?
Scary.
How scary it's going to be.
The latest paper, the one that happened even after this, which is already better, uses stable diffusion, uses the thing that you use to make art. Like, what should a thing that you use to make art have anything to do with reading your brain? But of course, it goes further. So in this one, they said, can they understand the inner monologue, the things you're saying to yourself in your own mind? Mind you, by the way, when you dream, like your visual cortex runs in reverse, so your dreams are no longer safe. But we'll try this. So they had people watch a video and just narrate what was going on in the video in their mind. So there's a woman, she gets hit in the back, she falls over. This is what the computer reconstructed the person thinking. See a girl, looks just like me, get hit in the back, and then she is knocked off.
The fuck?
So our thoughts, are starting to be decoded.
That's scary as fuck, dude. What?
Authoritarian states, for instance.
Ooh.
Or if you want to generate images that maximally activate your pleasure sensor or anything else. Okay, but let's keep going.
Pleasure.
To really get the sense of the combinatorics of this. How about, can we go from Wi-Fi radio signals, sort of like the Wi-Fi routers in your house, they're bouncing off radio signals that work sort of like sonar. Can you go from that to where human beings are to images? So what they did is they had a camera looking at a space with people in it. That's sort of like coming in from one eye. The other eye is the radio signals, so sonar from the Wi-Fi router. And they just learned to predict, this is where the human beings are. Then they took away the camera. So all the AI had was the language of radio signals bouncing around a room. And this is what they're able to reconstruct.
What the fuck?
Real-time 3D pose estimation, right? So suddenly AI has turned every Wi-Fi router into a camera that can work in the dark, specially tuned for tracking living beings.
That just blew my mind.
That's so
spooky.
So yeah, AI and all that shit is definitely AI is gonna be used for evil, dude, for sure.
Oh yeah.
It already has been.
The fact, it's just gonna be more and more advanced as time goes on too. Like, our enemies will use that against us as we will use it against them. It's gonna turn into a weapon, as everything does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely.
That's a very advanced thing. That's terrifying.
I'm sure America's already weaponized it in such a way. They're probably trying to use it to hack and shit and you know, blackmail people with like gay porn or some shit.
Yeah.
Gay tranny porn.
Tranny porn.
Yeah. When he was saying like it can like go out like whatever your pleasure sensor or whatever, I'm just thinking like, all right, 12-foot tall Hermione with a huge cock. I mean,
yeah.
What's that? There's this thing called like the trash something. It's like a space garbage man porno thing on the internet. And
I don't know.
This dude's like, he's like going into this room, supposed to be like the holodeck or whatever, so you could do like virtual reality, and you just like say the commands. Fuck, I wish I knew what it was called.
Weird. Yeah.
I'd say like play it, dude, but it's fucking so funny. He's like, increase my olfactory sense, which is like your sense, I think, of like wetness or something like that. He's like, increase my olfactory sense to like 400% and disengage safety protocols. And he's like, the chick that he like said for the simulation thing to cook up was like some like 25-foot tall fucking some actress, and he wants her to piss on him or something.
Oh my god! You just got the cooch right above you, dude.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
yeah,
dude. That's where it's heading. Yeah, that's where it's heading. They already released. I know another thing. They released the first like real sex dolls, like full sized like robot sex dolls are actually on market now. That's a real thing you can buy now.
Like they move and shit.
I think so. I think that's what I got. I saw this about a week ago. If you got a shitload of money and you can't get a woman, you can buy one.
You can do that now, anyways.
They may be cold and still.
Yeah,
but
it's my favorite kind, dude.
Yeah, cold and still.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, necro porn, dude. It's my favorite.
Sex with dead chicks.
Yeah.
God, I
don't need no doll, dude.
You can't pick up my face.
All blurry.
Yeah.
But that's scary. That's just showing like the trajectory of technology.
Yeah,
that's insane. Because the militaries, they don't release all this to the public until like years down the road. So they've probably known about this for a while. Something that you could do and have been utilized before, I'm sure.
Yeah, so AI, the main things that it's going to be used for is war, propaganda.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sex stuff.
100%. Absolutely.
That's all it's used for.
The unholy trinity right there.
Yeah. Just terrible fucking things.
Yeah. That's scary, man.
Yeah. Makes you think, man. Makes you think.
Yeah. Oh, the video's
Teddy.
gone. I was going to save it.
My cat.
There it is. Let's save this. Send this to my daddy.
Your poppy?
My poppy wants to know. Save. There we go.
Kitties. My cat wants so much attention right now.
He's jealous.
Yeah,
be jealous, kitty.
Yeah,
it's my time.
Yeah.
It's my time with Daniel.
Yeah, this is our special time.
Yeah. Yeah. I only get him 2 days. You get him every day.
Yeah. He's going to be real jealous when we meet up and kiss.
Yeah. This time's coming. Kitsy times.
Stop rubbing on the mic, Teddy.
Stop rubbing on my balls, Teddy.
Yeah. I slather my balls in tuna.
Yeah, he loves it.
Tuna juice. Yeah, tuna juice, and he just licks it off with his sandpaper tongue.
Yeah, it's the best. That's my kink. What's your kink?
Yeah.
Sandpaper tongue.
Kind of my thing.
All right. So that's scary.
Yeah.
The fuck.
That's scary.
Oh yeah. So this is also an interesting thing, and there's some speculation on both sides about this, if this is true or not. I'm thinking it's kind of true, but so there is some Chinese prisoners of war captured by Ukraine within their borders.
Yeah.
And this is what they know so far, at least in this video. I think I have something else after. No, I don't.
Now, this video is straight from a Ukrainian YouTube channel. So.
Oh, Kiev Independent. Okay.
Yeah, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
On April 8th, Kyiv announced the capture of 2 Chinese nationals fighting in the Russian military ranks near the Ukrainian villages of Tarasivka and Bielorussia, both in Donetsk Oblast. The two men who presented themselves as Wang Guangzhang and Zhang Renbo to Ukrainian interrogators
Couple of
claimed to have been
Chinamen.
captured during their first combat mission after coming to Russia, allegedly in search of money and citizenship. Speaking in an interrogation video released by President Volodymyr Zelensky, one of the captives even said that he had never held a weapon in his hand before his first deployment in Ukraine.
That'd be fucked.
这是我第一次出任务，也是当时就是我第一次经历战斗。
While these 2 prisoners of war might be the first Chinese citizens in Ukraine's captivity, they are not the only ones fighting in Russia's armed forces. Documents obtained by the Kyiv Independent show that as many as 163 Chinese nationals have already joined Moscow's military.
Damn.
As Ukraine denounced Russia's ongoing attempts to draw foreigners into its war, the international response has been muted. Beijing has said that it is verifying the claims with the Ukrainian side, adding that it has always urged its citizens to stay away from armed conflicts. The US State Department called the reports disturbing, while dubbing China a major enabler of Russia's war in Ukraine. The capture raises many questions. How were these men recruited by Russia, and how widespread and effective are those recruitment efforts? How many Chinese soldiers are fighting for Russia? And how deeply involved is Beijing in bringing its citizens to fight for Russia?
Sorry, I had to pause it there. I'm just curious why they had to actually blur out the actual, like, the head of the missile.
It's a penis.
Right here. They blurred out just the head.
Yeah.
Just the helmet. Just blur the helmet.
Just looks like a huge cock. It's all veiny and shit.
Yeah, look at that. It's weird. This is weird.
Involved is Beijing in bringing its citizens to fight for Russia.
Penis.
Obviously, this is a story that's developing day by day, so please tune in this Sunday for our newest episode of Ukraine This Week.
Yes, ma'am.
By yours truly.
You got it. Anna. Yeah. Send me that OF link. No,
yeah, she definitely has OF, huh? They all do now.
100%. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Every single one. So that's yeah. So what do you think? Because I think it's definitely possible, but it could also just be a Ukrainian propaganda stunt. It's possible. I don't know.
What I think is I don't give a shit because we have the Ukrainian Foreign Legion has like Americans, Australians, like people from all over the fucking world. And they've been killed fighting over there and captured or whatever. And it's like,
yeah, true.
Dude, so what? They're recruiting people from around the world too. Like, I just don't understand why it's such a big deal that Russia's doing the same thing that Ukraine is doing, that has been doing.
But it's bad because it's Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's so bad.
So, like, the implications are with our government, they're going to freak out because, you know, they're China and Russia are like the big bad guys. So, of course, they're going to, like...
Yeah, my whole childhood and even adult life, like, how it's been China and Russia bad, video games, all that. China and Russia bad.
Movies, everything. Like, my first real, like, experience that I recall being like, oh, Russia's the bad guys is 007 GoldenEye. Not the video game, but the movie, because I watched the movie first.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was that was my first experience with, like, Russia is, like, the bad guys. Or that's when I realized that that's what they wanted us to think.
Yeah, it's been in all kinds of games too, like Battlefield, Call of Duties.
Yeah,
you know, any shooter game, Russia is bad.
Yeah,
big bad. They haven't really done much in China. China bad in video games, but movies, of course.
I think in Battlefield 2, China was like the bad guy.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think I played that one.
Well, my uncle, too, he explained the reason why they choose countries like that is because you need, like, for the plot or whatever, you need a country, like, with money.
That makes sense. They have their own economic power.
Yeah.
And they're complete opposite of the Western, like how we run things. So It makes sense.
But I mean, it's also still propaganda from like the 60s and shit. Because I mean, Teddy,
Yeah,
stop. Yeah, they.
He's gonna name you Putin soon if you don't stop.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna go in the asshole box. But yeah, they. I'm so tired of this. Like, we need to treat Russia and China like they're just these evil fucking. They want to do bad. Like, dude, there's no way that our government has been like not evil.
No, absolutely.
We've been evil
we
as
just
fuck
have
for a minute.
better cover story because of past wars and shit.
Yeah.
We may have a better cover story, but we do shady shit. We have the strongest power to do shady shit. So I know we've done it multiple times. Who knows what we've done? Who knows what has happened that we don't know about as the public?
Oh man, there's so much shit.
With the power that we have around the globe. There's probably endless numbers of things, man.
We can get into that if you want. We could do here's more ideas for the channel. We can do like 30-minute talks of like things that have happened, like conspiracy theories, because I think I might have mentioned that on the last. Or no, I maybe texted that to you. But I want to do some stuff on conspiracy theories, whether they whether they've become true or not. And then also stuff with like things that people just don't know about. Like old shit in history. Like just kind of like a history lesson.
I'm totally down. I'm totally down with that. Little mini pods or mini episodes or whatever. But, I love conspiracies. I know you love conspiracies. They're fun to talk about. We can talk about what conspiracies have came true, which ones may or may not come true, you know?
Yeah.
All that. There's tons out there.
Yeah, and they're crazy too, because I mean the stuff that's actually come true too that was originally deemed a conspiracy is like, when you think about it, you're just like, what the fuck? How come more people aren't outraged about this?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember I was really, in my teenage years, I was really big into like Anonymous and what they were uncovering and shit, you know, and I was really big into like trying to dig into the conspiracies and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm still into conspiracies, you know. I'm not so much into like Anonymous and all that. But
yeah. No, I like talking about them, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not afraid people are going to be like, oh, you're just a nut. Because they've tried to demonize the term conspiracy theory to make it sound like it's just totally like it's totally incredible.
Yeah.
But it's like,
and
no,
mainstream media outlets have turned that word like upside down. Like anything that their opposing side believes, oh, that's the conspiracy of this, you know, and then everybody that's watching is like, oh yeah, it's a conspiracy. It's not real.
Just like
how many conspiracies are real?
Yeah.
Insane.
Just like
the amount is insane.
Yeah, and just like the left calls you a fucking racist if you like disagree with some. And then on the right, the new thing on the right, the woke right, is you're an anti-Semite, you know, if you question Israel, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Which is just as fucked up.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the woke right and left are just fucking so gay and annoying.
Yeah, if you're too far left or too far right, you might have a problem, and you need to kind of just start walking back a little bit.
Even though I'd vote Republican like 99% of the time.
Oh yeah, 100% of the time for me.
I'm even thinking about maybe registering again as a Republican.
Yeah, I registered Republican. It just made sense. The last fucking 3 elections for me, I'm like, no, I'm going Republican. It just makes sense. There's more sense behind it.
Yeah.
You know? Not saying all Republicans and all Republican politicians are good people, because there's some crooked ass Republicans up there too. But it just makes more sense, like with the people. It's, you know, the common sense party, Trump likes to say, and I agree.
Well,
I agree for the most part.
He's changed the Republicans like for the better, because they're not so.
Yeah.
Now, who knows if it'll stay that way? But they're not so like. I don't know. They just used to be a bunch of faggots, just a bunch of old faggots, like. Just like terrible policies on shit, and like they all want to go to war, which Trump is not doing a too good job of like avoiding that.
See, yeah, he ran on that, but anyways, go ahead.
But I mean, he's definitely changed the party for the better. I mean, it's more like it seems to be more geared towards regular people, whereas like the Democrats is not towards like real people. It's like people
Real
that
people.
just freak
Yeah.
out about dumb shit and
it's geared towards emotions.
yeah,
And
exactly.
Which emotions are good, but it like not to the point where you're putting somebody on a pedestal because they had an opinion that is retarded.
Yeah.
So, it just makes no sense, especially in politics. Like, this is dumb. Why are you pedestaling this?
Yeah.
And I think Trump is going more towards like just how real people, like normal everyday people think.
Yeah.
I
think he does appeal to the everyman for sure, but I think there is also a problem on the right with all the influencers and news media where they won't call out his bad ideas.
100%.
And they just like everything he does is good. Like there's this guy that I follow. He's the Black Conservative Perspective. That's his YouTube channel, and I like his videos. I agree with him on like pretty much everything except for he will not touch anything. He won't even talk about it. Like he won't touch anything that has to do with like that could be bad for Trump. And it's like, dude, we need to talk about that.
I don't agree with
he's not perfect.
Trump.
Yeah. He's not
We're
perfect.
not all out here brown nosing Trump just because we voted for him.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything he's said.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely the better candidate for sure. I mean,
100%.
I would have picked him over the last like 5.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just people just don't like him as a person. And I think that
I like him as a person.
Sways. I don't like him as a person either.
No, I said I do like him as a person.
You do?
Yeah, I like him. I think
I'm not
he's
a
cool.
fan of how he is. Yeah, I don't know. I love Trump. Don't get me wrong. I am hating his character a little bit.
Are you gonna be Are you like a never Trumper or something? Are you?
Don't make me fucking. What is this? The snap top.
Yeah, are you being a soy boy beta cuck right now?
Yeah, dude. Do you know what Trump said back in 2007?
Yeah, he's racist and called everyone an N-word.
Yeah,
I almost said it.
I guess I don't. Okay. Yeah, that's a big one. I don't hate Trump's character, but he does. He didn't know how to control his mouth a lot. Probably, I think he's grown. He's grown a lot since the last 2 elections.
Yeah,
I think so. He's been a lot better. His mouth flows and it pisses people off what he says.
The 80-year-old man is finally controlling what he's saying better.
Yeah. Back in the pre-Zamboni days, I was allowed to say whatever I was wanted to say.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, I love Trump. Regardless.
Big Trump, big Trump dog.
Yeah, big Trump. The great white hope.
Oh no, I'll wear it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll wear it for the episode tomorrow. Never mind.
Bet. I'm not even gonna ask what it is because it's a surprise for tomorrow.
It's just it's a G-string, American flag G-string. With like,
you want to see what I'm wearing?
Yeah, it's like where my pubes are. It's Trump's hair.
Yeah. It's on the black market, dark web. You can buy some Trump pubes. Makes you more Republican. No, I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke and stupid.
No, it was a good one, dude. I wonder if his pubes are blonde like his hair.
They gotta be. I wonder if they got like a fold over too.
Yeah, just sits on the top of his penis.
Yeah. Yeah, he just, as much forehead not to show, he's got to fold his pubes over.
Yeah. Think he's got a hog on him, dude?
Trump's got a big dick.
Big dick Trump.
Big dick. I'm thinking 8 inches, dude.
Anything over 4 is huge to me, dude.
I was thinking 3, but
he's like, damn, 4? I keep almost wanting to say 5.
You got a 6er on you? Whoa!
Damn. Dude. It's huge.
You fucking hog. Hey, you got a third leg?
Yeah. Do you think Trump do you think he's ever had to beat his meat?
It's got to, right? As a man, any man.
Yeah.
He's had to have one lonely night that didn't work with the lady. All the money in the world, but you got your hand. And then you got that what's a good lotion? What's a good one? It's a really, really good one. Hey, you got your jerkins for your jerkin.
Yeah.
Over there in the corner. He's got to have.
Jorking it, dude.
Trump's jerked it. He's had to have.
I wonder if he sells his semen too. Like, you know how they sell like horse semen, like Glock. So Glock, they own a bunch of they own a bunch of horses and shit from like old bloodline and shit, and they sell horse semen on their website.
They do?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I want some horse semen.
Yeah, just buy a fucking jar of jizz and just not even use it.
I just
put it on your
want
shelf.
a gallon of horse jizz.
Yeah,
you know, in my
It's like
collection of horse jizz.
I'm pretty sure it's like $10,000 for like some jizz, dude.
That's crazy. That's expensive. I wish. How much is my jizz? I guess I'll go to a sperm bank and I'll know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That was a thing though. That's
Yeah, dude, I got all kinds of interesting useless facts, dude.
That's good. I like interesting facts.
Yeah.
All right, let's on with NASA. We got a little off track. Start talking about
Trump's cock,
Trump's cock and semen. Anyways, huge slong Trump's got.
Yeah. I heard Biden's got a hog on him.
Biden?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to for how quick he balded in his lifetime.
Is that the?
Got to have a hog, dude.
Is that like the telltale sign?
Yeah, people that go bald early have. I have all my hair.
Fuck, dude. I got a tiny
Everybody,
penis.
people with all their hair have small peepees.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's just Joe Biden's. That's the tell sign for the Bidens. So his son's got a small son's got a small peepee.
I thought he had a big dick too.
It's out there. I'm sure it's on the laptop somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunter Biden's peepee's on the internet. Just look it up.
Yeah, that
don't get no viruses though. Look it up.
We might have to talk about that at one of these episodes. Yeah, don't, because I think there's like kids and shit on his laptop or something crazy, right?
Yeah, I think so. I did hear something. Yeah, he's a pedo. Don't look it up. Don't get in trouble trying to look up Joe Biden's peepee.
Yeah.
I mean, Hunter Biden's peepee because he's got some illegal stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a pedo.
We just know he's a pedo. 100% pedophile.
Yeah.
Diddy, it's sicko, nasty. All right. Well, we got something with NASA. NASA news is always fun.
Yeah.
See, NASA offers $3 million in effort to reduce waste in space. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. Is it that bad? I know space junk is a problem. Let's see.
It's not the kind
NASA's offering $3 million to anyone who can figure out a way to recycle human waste in space. Now, the space agency's Lunar Cycle Challenge propose a technological means of recycling astronauts' feces, urine, and vomit on the moon
literally
long-haul space flights. NASA's currently reviewing the first round of proposals. They've gotten some already. They're deciding which ones will move on to the next phase of the competition. The chosen technology will, of course, be put to use on future space missions, including a hypothetical long-term outpost on the moon. There are currently, get this, 96 bags. We don't know how big the bags are, but 96 bags of human waste already on the moon, left by astronauts from the Apollo missions that were there back in the 60s.
All right, so is the 96 bags on the whole entire moon really a big problem? Is that a lot of waste?
I don't know.
I was thinking like space junk. And shit.
no, it's shit and piss.
Yeah, like broken apart satellites that are fucking flying around the planet. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Not the piss and shit on the moon.
Think
4 people's been up there. Let's clean up all their piss and shit.
just think if India actually got their space program off the ground and they fucking went to the moon, there'd be fucking trash and shit everywhere, dude.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and then there'd be some guy, like one of those street vendors, like making food all gross and shit. He'd be on the moon fucking making
with
shit.
His hands.
Yeah.
You want some moon? You want some moon salmon?
Yeah. Moon salmon.
Whatever the fuck they have. I don't know. What does the moon have for food?
Cheese. It's supposed to be made out of cheese, dude. That's what they used to say.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's Swiss.
Yeah.
You wanna Swiss Reuben?
Oh, that sounds pretty good right now, actually.
That does sound good. I'm fucking hungry, dude. I haven't eaten anything yet. I want some Swiss salmon made by an Indian man. Or Swiss Reuben, excuse me. I still got salmon on the line.
Salmon's good,
Fish
too.
is good. Salmon is good.
Yeah.
I like it raw, though. I'm not a big fan of cooked salmon.
I like it raw, too, dude. I didn't know you liked raw.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go get sushi sometime.
I love sushi. Fuck
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, we'll do a little meetup at a sushi place, dude.
Yeah. We'll talk about our plans for YouTube dominance and Spotify.
Yeah. YouTube dominance. Future episodes and taking over the platform.
It's offering 3.
Well, we're gonna be
click.
We're gonna be better than Daily Wire and all those guys.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Us. You don't believe it now.
Yeah, if you guys
just wait.
Yeah, you got to get in early to this, and then you're gonna see we're gonna blow the fuck up, dude. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll do giveaways of Joe Biden semen and shit.
Just come. It's our jizz. Comes in a condom.
This one is proven to be by Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Semen packs.
Yeah. So you just send them a used condom in the mail in an envelope.
Yeah,
It's all like
we froze this for years, and we were just waiting for somebody to give it to.
Yeah, finally I can dump off all this semen that I've been collecting.
Yeah, we collect politician semen. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That one was just kind of silly. I figured we could throw that in there.
3 million is. I mean, that is cool. But for poop and pee, I guess we have a lot of. I'm sure it's not just moon waste, but it's just astronaut waste.
Yeah,
so
I wonder
that's
how much
cool. They were
cum
trying to
is, too.
find somebody.
I wonder how much.
They're jerking it up there.
Yeah, because that's another. We bring it again. Sorry, I guess I just got jizz on the mind in this podcast, but
astronaut semen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, do they have to jerk it in there? Like, do they? I'm sure they have to talk about that because they're like, don't be just fucking shooting those out all over the spaceship. We need you to come in
just
this.
have a
like,
rope.
Yeah, it's just
a rope tied by your face. Oh god,
Yeah.
Becky.
I wonder if it sticks to you too. if it hits
Becky's
you.
a tranny astronaut, if you're wondering.
Yeah.
But Becky's shooting ropes everywhere.
Yeah. I shoot ropes, dude.
I wonder.
Hmm.
Yeah, this one's interesting. Hamas releases video with American hostage Eden Alexander. Uh-oh. Well, that's no brains.
Spooky.
Check it out.
Spookies?
It's going to be spookies eventually. Is it paused? Oh, I thought it was loading.
Mother of American hostage Eden Alexander speaking out to us.
I'm still shaking. Very shaky from the video.
That is shaky.
Seeing this new video of her son released today by Hamas.
Oh, it's her son.
President Trump. My name is Eden Alexander.
In it, the 20-year-old American-Israel dual citizen who was captured October 7th, almost certainly under duress, urges the president-elect to strike a deal to free the hostages.
The first time when I watched the video, I was shocked. You know, it's been 421 days since we saw or heard Eden.
Eden, seen in these home videos, was raised in New Jersey and after graduating from high school 2 years ago, joined the Israeli military.
This video is like he's screaming to everyone, look at me, I'm alive. Please bring me home.
There are currently 101
What is he doing over
hostages
there?
being held in Gaza, including 7 Americans. Tonight, Eden Alexander's family says the prime minister called them, saying conditions are ripe to negotiate a deal to bring Eden and the other hostages home.
If you could speak to your son now, what would you tell Eden?
I'm just going to say to him that we love him so much. He's such a brave young man, and we love him. And just be strong, survive, and you're coming back home soon.
Hala joins us now from Jerusalem.
Yeah. So they get I think Jews born outside of Israel get like some sort of birthright thing to where they can like go to Israel for like on a pilgrimage.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I was wondering like why is he even?
But he also might have
It was
family.
New Jersey. Oh, fair.
Yeah, he might have because I know a lot of Jews have like family over there still.
Yeah.
So he was captured, which I think we should bring home Americans for sure. I mean, we should just get our Americans out and then get the fuck out of all that shit. Like, all right, we need our people back. Fuck your country.
Yeah.
Like, you guys settle your bullshit.
Figure it
together.
out yourself. This is your guys' problems.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be here for trade and all that.
Yep.
But we don't need to be quarreling in your guys' beefs across the globe, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Everywhere. We like to be in everybody's business. We don't need to be.
But I also think this is another thing. So if Hamas obviously is like a shitty fucking thing, because they're like, they could probably end all the bombing, supposedly, if they would just return all the hostages. But at the same time, could this be like, because I wouldn't put any government to put like some fake scenario to like further gain support for like to continue their war and shit.
Right.
So like it could be that possibly. I mean, at this point, I don't know what's propaganda and like what's real, what's fake.
Yeah, because I'm hearing things from multiple directions. You know, so I don't know what's real and fake either.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. Like I know we've had such a huge partnership with Jerusalem, but
even though they had tariffs on us,
why are we funding all of this? Yeah, and they've had tariffs on us this whole time. And what's they're the first to cave when Trump puts tariffs on them. Yeah. By the way, fun fact. We'll talk about that tomorrow as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, fucking, they need us. Apparently,
I'd almost think that maybe they're to get into conspiracies a little here. I think the Jewish government is so embedded into our government that we're basically like the same thing.
Yeah, I think so. And that's our biggest position in the Middle East. I think is Jerusalem is our influence because we are. Yeah, I agree 100%. And if we weren't mended, then our position over there would dramatically shoot down. I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of politicians and CEOs of like large companies that have dual citizenship with Israel.
Interesting. Yeah.
Which is crazy because you'll see some of these fuckers in Congress like having even I can't remember that one guy, but they'll have like the Israeli flag in their fucking office with the American flag, and one of the dudes even had the IDF uniform because he served in their military. He even like was wearing their uniform and shit like in Congress for some like protest.
Weird
to, like, support. Yeah. So like that kind of shit, I don't like. I want people to be 100%. I don't give a fuck what your nationality is.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be here, involved in our shit, and live here, you need to be 100% on board.
100% supportive. I agree. Yeah.
This is America, dog.
This is America, goddammit. America!
Yeah.
Shit! Look, I'm fucking wiping my beer face with the America skull, goddammit.
Your beer face?
Goddammit. Yeah. Well, because my mustache likes to collect beer foam. So I wipe it with my tongue.
Do you do that like after somebody jizzes in your mouth? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
It's mean. Jose's not here, so it's like I can't bully him, dude.
It's all right, dude. I'll take the heat. I could take it better than he does. But,
I feel bad.
Yeah. I feel bad, too. I feel bad that other people are more bitches than I am.
Yeah. Must be a terrible way to live to be such a little bitch.
Yeah. Imagine being a little bitch, dude.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, yeah. Honestly, dude?
Honestly, dude?
I know there's shady shit between America and the Jews.
Yes.
The Jews. I know there is 100%. But it is, we don't know. We can speculate. There's conspiracies. We can talk about those We can talk about those. We'll make an episode about that, dude.
Yeah, we'll have to do like a Jew series because there's a lot.
A Jeeries.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a Jeeries.
When I said Jew series, my phone Siri lit up. That's funny.
Jerry.
Jewies.
Start talking to Jerry.
Yeah. So yeah. It's fucked up.
Sure. It is. Let's move on real quick. I gotta shoot a text, so I figure I will play a video for. I already heard the first part of this. Bill Maher, this guy. Love him, hate him. He's an intelligent man. I don't agree with a lot of things he said in the past, but it's nice to see him turn around a little bit and has actually met the man that everybody hates, that everybody loves. He's actually talked to him, and this is his opinion. And I'm excited to hear more of what he has to say.
He's much more self-aware than he lets on in public. Look, I get it. It doesn't matter who he is at a private dinner with a comedian. It matters who he is on the world stage. I'm just taking as a positive that this person exists, because everything I've ever not liked about him was, I swear to God, absent, at least on this night with this guy. Bob, Kid Rock, told me the night before, he said, if you want to get a word in edgewise, you're going to have to cut him off. He'll just go on. Not at all. I've had so many conversations with prominent people who are much less connected, people who don't look you in the eye, people who don't really listen because they just want to get to their next thing, people whose response to things you say just doesn't track, like, what? None of that with him. And he mostly steered the conversation to, what do you think about this? I know, your mind is blown, so's mine.
He talks like a normal man, apparently. I want to stop the video. You see how I'm a little bit lower?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't even notice my chair has been messing up, and it just slowly goes, me.
You didn't even notice?
No, I was texting, and it started moving down on me.
I'm going to have to watch that back because I wasn't watching you.
I don't even know when it started. It just happened. Like, I'll be playing games, and I have to be going like, God damn it. My chair's all fucked up. It lowers on me.
Yeah.
Anyways. See what else he's got to say for a bit. It's a 7-minute video. We don't have to skip through or whatever.
Whatever.
There were so many moments when I hit him with a joke or contradicted something, and no problem. At dinner, he was asking me about the nuclear situation in Iran in a very genuine, hey, I think you're a smart guy, I want your opinion sort of way. And I said, well, obviously you're privy to things about it I'm not, but for what it's worth, I thought the Obama deal was worth letting play out because we made Iran destroy 98% of the uranium, and they were 15 years away from a bomb. And then I said to him, but we got rid of that. You got rid of that. He didn't get mad or call me a left-wing lunatic. He took it in. I told him I thought...
It's almost like he's a normal person trying to do the best for his country.
But that I had supported him in the idea that Gaza could be Dubai instead of hell. I told him he was wrong when he tweeted the night before that I was critical of all things Trump. Not true. Check the tapes. Moving Israel's embassy to Jerusalem, loved it. The border did need to be controlled. I'm glad the cops are getting their morale back. DEI had gone too far. Biological men shouldn't be playing women's sports. Europe should pay for their defense.
Sorry.
And of course, it makes sense that Arab
Rare Bill Maher W.
Like
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Who wound up in Germany when Saudi Arabia took none. He said to me, you're right, they took none. I said, well, you should remind your boyfriend in Saudi Arabia that the next time you see him.
Oh, damn. That's actually pretty funny.
Trump
he threw shots at Trump. Oh, no, Trump said that. Okay. I heard that wrong. I'm a stupid person, apparently. Oops. Well, basically, all right. That's it with this video, really. He just kind of, talks good about Trump.
Yeah. So
which is good. Bill Maher rarely does that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been listening to Bill Maher for a long fucking time. Like for
I didn't know about him
like,
until the last couple of elections is when I actually started getting in on him, you know.
Yeah. I've probably been listening to him for like 15 years, 20 years.
Okay. You got a better opinion about him than I do.
Yeah. I used to consider myself a progressive way back in the day. And then I was like an atheist, and he had a documentary called what was it about? Oh, it's called Religulous. And it was about how religion and like God and all that shit is bullshit because he's an atheist. He's also a Jew, by the way. But I was like really into that shit back in the day, and probably like maybe not 15 years ago. I don't know. But anyways, so I used to follow his shit a lot for a long time. I was like, this dude's cool as fuck. And then when he's had a show on HBO for a long time too, but he got really, really lefty, like hardcore. And then now
and I think that's when
I
first came in. I first came into Bill Maher when he was like just very far left, you know.
Yeah.
And everything that I believed he was just kind of shitting on. So I was like, I hate this guy. Not a fan. Like I said, maybe the last like 8 years is how long I've known about Bill Maher. Maybe even less than that probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a smart guy because he's actually like looks at everything, and the fact that he had the chance to even speak with Trump is awesome.
Yeah.
So, and he's got a huge influence on people.
He's a very smart guy. But he does have some of his things where he's real like he's staunchly like into his opinions and shit. Like he won't stray away from some things. But it seems like as of late, like as of the last year, he's really starting to maybe not even that long, dude. Probably like the last couple months. He's really been kind of becoming more reasonable. I think it's okay to be on the other side.
I think
and have
so too.
Different in opinions, but like some things are just so fucking extremely retarded that you can't just continue.
If it's something that ridiculous, why are you still following? Like it's obviously retarded.
Yeah.
Right. So
just like
and Bill Maher sees that.
Yeah, that's like you pointed out with the trans thing, like having men competing against women. Like, yes, people should be allowed to do whatever they want with their body, except abortion.
Yeah. Agreed. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's a debatable topic, but
yeah,
you guys know, fucking murderers.
Yeah, you fucking
No, I'm just
baby
kidding.
murderers.
Yeah, baby killers.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
But yeah, that's he. Now that you said baby killer, I'm thinking of Brother Lynch.
Hung?
Yeah, Brother Lynch.
Brother Lynch hung?
Yeah.
That's funny. Coat hanger strangler?
Yeah. He had a song too, like in 1994 called Return of the Baby Killer or some shit like that. Hilarious.
Oh, shit.
But anyways, with the whole trans thing, like they're gonna cancel him, or they have tried to cancel him several times because of it. He even said the N-word on his show, like in some sort of. It wasn't like he said it maliciously. It was like to put context into something, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" They try to cancel him for that. So like the left, like they like to do, they'll cannibalize their own people, and Bill Maher is treading that line now to where he's even though he's a hardcore lefty, they've gone so far left. Now he looks like a moderate.
Yeah, which they fucking hate. If you're not full in on this, you're a piece of shit, and we hate you. We're gonna try and cancel you.
Yeah,
he's walking the line.
Yep.
He gained some brownie points for me for sure. Me and my dad were actually talking about Bill Maher today.
Yeah,
and he was my dad was a fan, and then not fan, and then fan, not fan, and my dad, he's more like on the fan side again.
I like him. I think he's a smart guy, and we need more people like him to where we can actually have discussions.
He tells me exactly. Yeah, he talks about things that, maybe some things that I don't know about, but his point of view I may not agree with, but he talks about it. He talks about it. That's the thing. You need that on both sides, and Bill Maher is that side that I don't fully agree with, but he's reasonable and makes sense with what he says.
Yeah, he's not a total fucking prick. I mean, he's still kind of a prick, but He's not like
Yeah.
total fucking piece of shit to where he's not even gonna let you get a word in. I mean, he does that a little bit on his podcast, which I've
he
watched.
does.
I consume so much of this stuff, dude. It's stupid. I need to turn it into a job because of how much of this shit I watch. But
that's good. Keep doing it, dude.
Yeah.
I'll help. Try.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here because we just want to
That's
keep
the
bringing the
goal.
news.
This one. Yeah.
And our perfect opinions and stuff.
Yeah, opinions that you're wrong about and we're not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just keep that imprinted in your brain. If you agree with us, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
If you disagree,
You're 100% wrong.
you're not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not right. But you should still subscribe and watch.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more people like this just so we can get a broader, real, being able to have dialogue and have a broader like outlook on stuff. Because I think
Oh,
like
100%.
how Trump brought in Tulsi Gabbard, who was a Democrat, and then he brought in RFK, who was a Democrat, and then independent.
100%. Yeah.
We need that. We need more people working together. I mean, that's like unheard of in politics. People don't just change parties.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they do, but they don't. It's usually inconsequential.
Not
Now
so
it's like,
not so drastically. Like
Yeah.
people are like, oh my god, like my party has gone so far crazy that they like almost have no choice but to switch parties. There needs to be more conversation, the middle ground. There needs to be the color purple. I'm quoting this off somebody that I don't know, but there needs to be the color purple instead of red and blue. There needs to be like just a middle management of shit. Even though the red's more right.
God damn it! Sorry, you're right.
The red's right. It just makes sense. That's why we're the right.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbasses on
Yeah,
the left. We're right.
Yeah.
All the time.
Left is wrong, right is right, dude.
Exactly. Duh.
Fucking
It's
cat,
simple
dude.
words.
Yeah. Sorry, my fucking cat is being a dickhead tonight.
You're good.
He's not usually like this.
We don't got too much to really cover anyways.
What else we got here?
So we do got, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Arkansas is forcing a Chinese company to give back the farmland that they bought. They said no because they're experimenting with pesticides and shit or something. And they think it's a problem on how they could hurt our crops in the future or some shit. I don't know if that's what this video says. That's an article that I read. Is it this? Let's watch this one first. This is the governor of Arkansas. She talks about it. Or they talk about her. And there's actually no words, so we're going to have to read a little bit. I'll read for you guys.
Weed.
All right. Arkansas has become the first state to order that a Chinese company give up ownership of local land. Sweet music.
Yeah, music's sick.
Amid fears of attempts by Beijing to mailingly infiltrate and influence the U.S. through various means.
Malignly.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That was a big word. Nice. Huckabee. Sorry, I've never seen that word in my life. So my fault.
Huckabee was the press secretary from the first Trump administration.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she
looks like a man.
Yeah, she's not like she's not pretty. Not a pretty lady.
Yeah.
Threat to the state. Let's see. So this is the thing with the chemicals and shit. The Switzerland headquartered our agriculture chemicals producer was acquired in 2017 by a state-owned China National Chemical Corporation. So I think that's the main thing about this is they don't want this corporation experimenting on our crops and having it go wrong, but they basically taking their experiments on our crops and then taking them over back to China and knowing that it works when they could just do it themselves at home.
Yeah, what
is I think a big reason for this. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
So
go do it on your own shit, faggot.
I forget how many acres they own in America, but saw as the first state. It's like, nope, get out of here. Get out of here, China. Fuck you.
China?
Here we go. This is the one I wanted to read. These are technology. Chinese state-owned corporations filter the technology back to their homeland, stealing American research and telling our enemies how to target American farms. That is a clear threat to our national security. I think that's a cool quote. Damn! Cool.
That's scary, dude.
It is scary, right? Scary like the fucking Wi-Fi router shit.
Yeah.
Because it's a different kind of technology, but it's just as scary. You know, they could use that
Spooky.
against us. Yeah. There have been growing concerns in the U.S. about China's influence on the economy. Yep, we've known that. Beijing enacted a law in 2017 that compelled Chinese national abroad to cooperate with the intelligence.
National security reviews were raised earlier this year, held by the
I do want to actually see what that said. National security fears were raised earlier this year over a parcel of land 12 miles. That's a parcel of land? 12 miles is a parcel?
Oh.
That's crazy.
So it's from the Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota. So I have heard that they've been buying land like close to fucking
military bases. Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Also,
that's good. Yeah.
I think they're also taking visas away from Chinese students because they've been caught basically doing like spy shit.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. China's they're sketchy. They do sketchy things.
Yeah.
And yeah, why do they own so much land? You know, another person is Bill Gates. Why does he have so much farmland with his new Peel company, all that pesticide shit that they're spraying on our fruits? If you see his company Peel, don't eat it. Poison. That's just a personal preference.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was his company because I'm pretty sure I just ate like some dried, not dried, but like, you know, like the chamoy mangoes, like with the chili on them.
Oh yeah.
I just had some of those this last like Thursday.
So this is another conspiracy, but with Bill Gates' new Peel spray that they put on these products, these farm products, they won't go bad for months and months past, natural expiration dates. So if you have like an apple, that'll go bad in, a few weeks. It'll last months. Like, that's weird. That's not okay. Like, what is on this apple?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want that in my body. That's the whole thing with, I think it's called Peel. But yeah.
See, I don't like Bill Gates.
Yeah, I hate Bill Gates.
Yeah, I don't like him because
monster.
he was pushing the vaccine shit super hard. And like he's making money off it. So it's like,
yeah. And what does he know about fucking agriculture? Why
or health
is he even a part of this? It's just because he's a man with money that'll be told, what to do. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm down with this. I'll make money off this. Cool.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about us. Fuck him. He's China. He's America's China.
Yeah, fuck Bill Gates, that rich pussy.
Yeah, fuck Bill Gates.
Fucking stupid ass faggot.
This is the last thing I have. This is new. This I haven't heard about. I don't know if this is like a recycled video. I don't know anything about it. This is just crazy. This is an explosion, a battery recycling plant that blew up. That the amount of toxins released are the equivalent to 1,000 trucks with poorly tuned diesels driving nonstop for 10 years. Imagine 1,000 trucks just shooting off their
loads,
their shit for 10 years, shooting their ropes for 10 years.
10 years of ropes.
10 years of ropes, dude. According to reports.
Yeah.
Look at this explosion. This is just really interesting to watch. Look how big this is, man. This is like in a neighborhood. And those lithium batteries don't stop burning. Firefighters can't even put them out when a Tesla goes up in flames.
Damn.
Crazy. People just recording, breathing that shit in. Get away from that.
That's gotta smell crazy.
Oh, probably. That's like that trail derailment that affected that one town. I forget what town that was.
Palestine?
That was only a couple of years ago.
Palestine?
No, that American town that derailed.
It was in Palestine, Ohio, or something.
Oh, Palestine, Ohio.
Yeah.
It was called Palestine. They made a movie that was eerily similar, like 6 months later.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fuck. There's a dude that he can do like a perfect Bam Margera impression, and he talks about the Palestine thing like in a Bam voice. Dude, it's so funny. I'll send it to you. It's silly. Maybe I'll throw it in the video.
Definitely send it to me. Yeah, that'll be cool. Hell yeah. Well, that's all we got. You know, I just thought that was interesting. I literally rolled that before we started this. I was like, "Ooh, this is cool."
It was China. China. They sabotaged our battery factory.
Yeah. My battery factory got sabotaged.
Yeah, the battery factory.
Battery factory. It's a t-shirt. Battery factory.
Battery factory. Hello, princess. Hello, kitten.
Princess. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess that's all we have for you guys today in this world news update. Even though we had a lot of America stuff, but I think it all kind of, I mean, everything that America does applies to like the whole fucking world.
We're pretty implemented in the whole world.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that happen across the seas, there's some influence by us. If not, it affects us.
That's like,
that makes sense.
Europeans and Brits and shit, they're like, America thinks the whole world revolves around us. It's like, did you see when the markets crashed? The whole world, like when our shit crashed, the whole world's markets crashed.
Yeah. Did you? Oh man. All right. This is a tomorrow thing. I was just about to say. Damn it. There's a lot to talk about tomorrow.
We'll definitely get into it tomorrow for you guys.
Absolutely. We're gonna watch that. Doja Soda episode 2. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Excited.
It's gonna be sweet.
Be excited with us. Be excited.
Yeah, lots of tariffs talks, money. It's gonna be sick, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna get updates on numbers from last week. See what's changed. It's gonna be so sick. Oh, so sick. It's gonna be so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
But cool.
Well, all right.
Awesome.
Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow, and then also watch all our other videos. They're sweet.
Yeah. We'll have more videos throughout the week, and we will have another world news next Saturday. So make sure to tune into that as well. Yep.
Peace out, guys.
The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. We don't